Welcome, friends, to the Build and Run podcast, build-run.com. My name is Lex, and we are here at the Vision VR AR Summit in Hollywood, California. If you look around, a beautiful view. We're here at the Lowe's Hotel. And gang signs everywhere, East Coast, West Coast. Battle goes on. This podcast, every other podcast, is brought to you by VRVU.com. Full-service VR production. You need some VR done, AR done, 360? Go to VRVU.com, and they will take care of it.
One of you in VR by the end of this year.
Excellent, yes. And I am here with Sergey and Ivan.
Yeah.
And Sergey actually came up to me and said, let's do some interviews and some questions. And I was like, what a great opportunity, because I have been so busy networking and experiencing the HoloLens and the PlayStation VR, and I have not talked to my friends. So excellent, now we get to do some actual important podcasting stuff. Beautiful. So let's get started.
Yeah, let's see. Okay. Will it be broadcasting like?
This will be on YouTube. On build-run.com is the website, but also on YouTube. After we get 100 subscribers, we will have a custom channel. Right now, it's like YouTube with a bunch of other stuff. All right.
And I have old school device. And
it's beautiful. Yeah.
You don't actually have to be in front of this lens because it's wide range. So how big field of view is?
It's 360.
It's 360.
Yeah.
So
it sees everything. Yeah. Beautiful. So I'll read the questions and then I'll answer the question. Excellent. So when will the tipping point when developers first start to earn money with mobile VR? It kind of depends. How much money? I mean, what is it? If you sell one app for $1, that's money. But I guess what you're really talking about is enough money to earn a living, enough money where you can pay your mortgage, raise your family. And that time is, I'm sure there's developers right now that are making money. I mean, everybody that's won the awards that is on these festivals has careers launched from this. So it's a matter of quality. It's a matter of not time, not like 5 years or 1 year.
This is just start to get there.
Yeah, exactly. It's a matter of you as a developer. So maybe not for the tipping point for all developers, but the tipping point for you as a developer. It is when you make maybe, I would say maybe 50 apps, maybe more than 20. Because
you can make one app and it can be from every.
Yes, but everything is iteration. So your first app is going to suck. Your second app is going to suck less. And then by the time you get to 50, you're guaranteed, if you've made 50 apps, you're guaranteed to have enough skills to be able to make money with VR. Because there's absolutely money to be made with VR.
And can you cover this? Like, there are like, VR is a bunch of enthusiasts who barely have any experience in marketing stuff.
Yes, well, enthusiasts.
And from other point, we have those like business solid companies which are already in mobile apps market as in games apps. Why don't they come to VR?
That's a bigger question. That is a great question, but that is huge, man. That is, I can't answer that for them. But will Sony PlayStation VR win the market in 2016, even if sales start later compared to Oculus, HTC Vive? There are 13 million PCs and 36 million PS4 systems that are able to run the optimized VR experience. I absolutely 5,000% believe that Sony VR is going to take the market share, the lion's share of the market in terms of VR market share, simply because of the fact that gamers pay in advance. A high-end AAA game, not only does it sell for $80 and you gotta swipe your credit card and pay literally at that moment to buy it, and then you can play it for what you want, but games pre-sell. So most of the PlayStation titles, you go to GameStop, one of these stores, and you could pre-sell, you could pre-buy the game, and you get some special extras. So VR is, the gamers are going to be the first to dish out the money for VR. And PlayStation is known. I mean, it's already recognized as the premier, the best game console. And really what it comes down to, what is really VR? VR is the luxury consumer electronic. And what is the real use case for VR? If you really think like, yeah, there's medical, and yeah, there's architectural, and yeah, there's all this scientific and navigation and stuff. Really, what it is when your friends come over, you want to. Your friends are coming over for the game. You have the biggest widescreen TV for the Super Bowl, and you're there. Oh, this is awesome. When your friends come over and you got a great new game system with great graphics, oh, that's awesome. And the same thing with VR. And you look at all art in human history. Yes, but no, you look at all art in human history. You look at the Renaissance, which is really the beginning of art as we know it. And what was it? It was the Medici, the family that was the richest in the region. They would have visitors, and they would commission pieces from the greatest artists that they knew to paint the walls. So when people came to their house, they said, wow, this is really a rich family. This is not, they don't have just furs, but they have literally great art. And great art is recognizable by everybody. And VR is the greatest art there is. VR is the pinnacle of art. It is the art form at its finest. It is everything that is filmed. Yes, everything that is film, it is everything that is animation, everything that is storytelling, everything that is real campfires, and now to the next level. This is now the best. So absolutely, Sony will have full market share. If not the whole thing. If not, if they go ahead and just buy out the competition, which I think they can. But they will actually just their products alone, their market, their demographic, the people that are fans of Sony, their client base will be the early adopters of VR, and their product is incredible. If you're going downstairs and you play, the last episode is actually me playing London Heist, which I believe is probably the most AAA title on Earth. You must. If you will regret it for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
I went to Unite in Boston. Exactly. I went to Unite in Boston. I waited 4 hours in line and I gave up. And ever since that day, I regretted it because I have not to this day experienced a better VR time. I've done Paintbrush,
I have tried it in September at IFA,
yes.
but I won't get
London Heist is the one you need to try. It is, and it's not even a full game, and it's incredible. Everything, their hardware, the form factor, the way it looks, it's the future. Nothing else has that. The Vive is fantastic too, but it is. I think the Vive. No, Oculus is great too. No, there is definitely an opinion that the Oculus with their latest releases and the way they're doing things, they could definitely do better.
That's awesome.
Yeah, sure, it's great hardware, but they as a company could definitely do better for this. So let's go. Will Google replace cardboard with more sophisticated VR goggles? When? Question mark. What will it be? A mix of Google Glass, Project Tango, Google Cardboard. So yeah, absolutely. Google Cardboard is they've actually basically abandoned Google Cardboard. They don't give out Google Cardboard anymore. You can't get Google Cardboard unless you're getting 10,000 units. And Google Tango. So it is really coming down to Tango. I have 2 apps out on Tango. It's Chief VR, is the Native American experience in Tango. And then I have a Rabbit, VR Rabbit, VRabbit.it, VRabbit, virtual reality rabbit, where you follow around down a rabbit hole, and a mystical magical experience. And I've always had issues with, essentially it's a prototype tablet. It's something that is so ahead of its time that there are definitely problems. There are definitely things that can be done better. And I've talked to some people from Google Tango at this conference, and they're assured me that the monumental changes in the way they, really what it is the tracking. It actually showed me a demo where it used to be that Google Cardboard, Google Tango, if you move the, especially the unit too fast, rotate it too fast, it will absolutely lose tracking. Pop-up will show up, your experience is completely ruined, and that was horrible. So I kind of stepped away from it for a while. But now seeing their demo of the new tracking gizmos, they're just swinging the camera around. And literally what they said was that it refreshes every frame. Once every frame. 90 frames a second, that means it refreshes every 1/90th of a second. Which is unheard of for a tracking. Actually maybe it is heard of, but whatever. It is good enough for me to jump back into Tango. Also the they're going to be releasing the Tango phone. It's going to be a phone like this with the form factor and essentially Google Tango built into it, which is really where it's going to go. You throw that into cardboard, and basically the Tango used to be so big you needed a Vive, not a Vive, it's called a Dive headset, which is for tablets. And it's almost like the big like the Vive essentially. And you would have to throw this tablet in there. And now you get a phone like this, Google Cardboard, you get something nice like these Go 4Ds, and you're in business. So, yeah, I think that is absolutely it. And then it really covers everything. So you have the Vives that we're all going to receive for free just for coming to this conference. The thing is, you need essentially sophisticated hardware. You get a graphics card, a 970 graphics card, or at least a 960. They're not easy to come by, they're a little money. And I guess it's almost similar. PlayStation 4 is not cheap either. But comparatively, I think the PlayStation 4 is a little cheaper, a little more versatile. They'll play ways and stuff like that. And also the price. So nobody has a computer tower in their living room. Nobody. It just doesn't happen. You have a computer tower in your office and your computer system. Is it over? Yeah, you don't have the. It's not there. So in your living room, what is the unit that's going to be in your living room? The unit that's going to be in your living room is the PlayStation. So perhaps some people, and probably most people, will have more than one VR unit. The first unit, your living room, will be dominated by PlayStation 4. And most likely, if you only have one VR piece, it will be in your living room. And then if you're really a developer, if you're really into VR, and you're working with it and you're deving it, or you're a filmmaker of some sort, you will have a second, most likely goes a 5, maybe 7 location. There's also a 5 needs space. If you're a New Yorker, good luck having a 5, because that 5 will require you to pay the rent of Trump style rent. And that's, something. But the PlayStation takes up much less space. It's possible to see the experience. It's really, for a long-term kind of the seed experience is really good. And you also have the spectators. So Dr. Richard spoke about while one person is in the VR world interacting with you, playing games, doing things, the rest of the people can sit on the couch and watch on the screen and even interact with you. Things have a different UI where they can support animation and essentially they play stuff without being in the VR world. So PlayStation, they have the right hardware. The form factor is just incredible. The LED, the way it lights up. The cardboard is not on there's stuff on the cardboard. The numbers don't lie. So in terms of VR HMDs, the units that are out, something like, what is it, 30 million units, 27 of those million are circular cardboard.
It's downloads, 5 minutes cardboards and 27 minutes downloads.
Exactly. The numbers may be off, but the proportions are right. So basically 80 to 90% of the HMDs out there are Google Cardboard. So it's like, yeah, there will be an experience where there is the high-end experience. But if you talk about the majority of people, the masses, the multitude, everybody it is using cardboard. So it is there, that's even better. It's an honor to be able to try. I absolutely believe this is the future. In terms of, I think there's always going to be film festivals, there's always going to be experiences where you'll find dominant especially. I walk around and play downstairs soccer tennis. It's great. I realized I forgot how
Finally we get fine. Finally I will get my was for the past 6 months.
Alright, excellent. And thank you for listening. This has been an episode of Build and Run podcast, build-run.com. This and every episode is brought to you by vrvu.com, full service VR production. You need some VR done, hit up vrvu.com. We are here at Vision VR AR Summit in Hollywood, California. Literally a monumental event. This is the maiden voyage of virtual reality. This is when They built a ship.
Virtual reality is already real.
Yes.
We are already there.
Yes.
We invite you to join our class. To
Yes.
Make VR better.
Beautiful. Yeah. So this is the main voyage. This is when you have a ship and you smash the champagne bottle over the ship and vibes come out. And this is what has happened to us now. We are now a privileged few that get to be here on the main voyage of virtual reality, hosted by Unity. And none of this would be possible without Unity. So thank you for watching.